I'm your host, Lee Camp. Now let's take the news from behind. Impressive news from Rialto, California, where 2 years ago they outfitted every police officer with small body cameras that recorded every interaction. And now the numbers are in. Use of force by the officers has fallen 60%, and complaints against officers is down nearly 90%. A funny thing happens when you turn video cameras on cops. They act morally. More empathetic. They're slower to anger and slower to beat the living snot out of a great-grandmother on her wedding day. What? It's never too old to get married. It makes sense because everybody acts differently under scrutiny. For example, right now, I have pants on. This is solely because there are cameras on me. No, I'm not. It's actually not true. I don't have pants on. But you get the point. And maybe it's time we put the scrutiny on the powerful abusing their power rather than on the rest of us. This is one of those great ideas happening in one city that should then be happening in every city. Another example of this is in Utah, where they calculated the cost of emergency room and jail visits of each homeless person. It averaged over $16,000 per year. But the cost to give each of those people their own apartment, free of charge, and a caseworker to help them get back on their feet, only $11,000 a year. So, in order to save a great deal of taxpayer money, Utah is giving every homeless person their own place. Chronic homelessness has decreased 74% over the past 8 years, and Utah is expected to end homelessness by 2015. We need to take great ideas and spread them throughout the country, rather than just going, oh, Seattle passed a $15 minimum wage, whatever, Nirvana's overrated. We should use our cities like a buffet of good ideas. Rialto's police cameras, Salt Lake City's homeless solution, Portland, Oregon's professional cuddlers, Mobile, Alabama's people movers, right? They're doing very inventive things with moving large masses of people, or people of large mass. We should take the great things from each city and spread it like jam or herpes. Pretty soon we'll have nationwide herpes jam. Isn't that exciting? Which, by the way, never sells well at my farmer's market kiosk. Never does. I'm a Renaissance man. I have many hobbies. Quick note, that Portland, Oregon professional cuddler I mentioned, real thing. Business Insider reported on Samantha Hess, who cuddles with people for $60 an hour, making $7 grand a month, and no, it's not sexual. It's strictly weird. But this is capitalism at its best, right? Hess discovered an opening in the market, offered a service that others needed, and supply met demand. Boom! Cuddle time! Of course, if you follow this to its logical free market conclusion, larger corporate cuddle enterprises will pop up offering cut-rate $10 cuddling with their platoons of illegal immigrant cuddlers willing to cuddle and/or snuggle for almost nothing because they just need a job, and then Samantha Hess will find herself offering free cuddles to vagrants out on a damn sidewalk simply for the exposure. I feel like I took that to a cynical place.